Okay, welcome back to another video on the Math channel. It's your teacher, Mr. Lim here, and in this video we are going to be looking at pie charts and segmented bar graphs. So by the end of this lesson you'll be able to do these three things: read and understand a pie chart, a segmented bar graph, and create a segmented bar graph from a pie chart. So let's have a look at the first one, pie charts. What I'd like you to do is just pause this video and watch that video in the description below, and once you finish that, to continue watching this video. Okay, so welcome back. A pie chart shows data as parts of a whole. The circle represents the total amount, while the segments are the parts. When we compare the parts to the whole, we're looking at proportion. This is often written as a fraction, but can also be written as a percentage. For today, we are just going to look at fractions. The pie chart below shows the favorite ice cream flavors of 10 people, and the table summarizes the information displayed in the pie chart. So here we're going to have a look at this pie chart. We have mango, which only one person said that was their favorite flavor. We have choc chip, where 4 people said that was their favorite flavor. We have vanilla, where 3 people said that was their favorite flavor. And we have strawberry, where 2 people said that was their favorite flavor. So when we add all these numbers together, 1 plus 4 is 5, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10. We can see we have 10 people. So all we're going to do here is we're going to have a look and see how the information in the pie chart was transferred to the table. So here we can see 3 people liked vanilla, according to this, 2 people liked strawberry, etc. Because there was a total of 10, the fraction of people who like vanilla is 3 out of 10. For strawberry, it's 2 out of 10. Mango is 1 out of 10. And choc chip is 4 out of 10. So now we want to work out, if you're wondering, how big do I make these sectors, right? How do I know how big they are? Well, because vanilla is 3 out of 10, we're going to take that fraction and multiply it by 360, because there are 360 degrees in a circle. So the best way to do this without a calculator is, can you see how we've got divided by 10 here? 3 divided by 10. We can actually shift that across to underneath this one instead. And 360 divided by 10 is 36. So technically we can do 36 times 3, which is 108. And so that means that the size of the sector for vanilla is 108 degrees. That is 108 degrees. So we have a look at strawberry. The fraction is 2 out of 10. We can move this 10 to underneath this one instead. 360 divided by 10 is 36. And 2 times 36, or double 36, is 72 degrees. So strawberry, this one here, that angle is 72 degrees. Okay. Mango, same thing. We can move this 10 over here to make the question easier for us. 360 divided by 10 is 36, and 1 times 36 is just 36. Same thing with choc chip, right? And so the total was 10 out of 10, or just 1. So in this case, right, with the total, there's no need for us to move the 10 across. Right, we can just do 10 divided by 10 is 1. And 1 times 360 is 360. Okay, that means all of these numbers here will add to 360, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so what I want you to do now is I want you to read this example. 20 students were surveyed on what their favorite subject in school is. The results were shown in the pie chart below. Transfer the information in the pie chart to the table next to it. So what I want you to do is pause the video, have a go with this yourselves, and when you're finished, check your answers by continuing to play the video. Okay, so welcome back. This is most of the table. I just left the size of the sector blank so that I can work through this one with you. So here we've got 3 out of 20 times 360 because there are 360 degrees in a circle. So we can move this 20 to underneath that one. And 360 divided by 20 is 36 divided by 2, which is 18. So we do 18 times 3. We get 54. That means English, which is this one, that is 54 degrees. Okay, and we do the same thing for each of them. We get 108 for the next one. So maths, that's 108 degrees. Science is 36 degrees. PDHP is 72 degrees. And music is 90 degrees. So in total, when we add all of these degrees up, it should be 360 degrees. Okay, 20 divided by 20 is 1, and 1 times 360 is 360. Okay, so now we know how to read and understand a pie chart and how to transfer information from a pie chart into a table. Let's have a look at segmented bar graphs. So in this one, a segmented bar graph is very similar to a pie chart. It represents the same information, but instead of dividing a circle into parts, we divide a rectangular bar. So here is the exact same example from before for the favorite ice cream flavors of 10 people. Okay, so what I did here was I just thought of a number. I just assumed that I'm going to make my big rectangle here 20 centimeters long. Okay, I just assumed that I'm going to make it, you know what, 20 centimeters long sounds like a good length when drawing this up. So if I want to use 20 centimeters as my total length, then I need to multiply each of these fractions by 20 to work out each of the lengths. So what that means is 3 out of 10 times 20, well, I can move this over here. 20 divided by 10 is 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. That means vanilla, I made this length 6 centimeters long. Okay, for strawberry, I made this length 4 centimeters long. Okay, according to my calculations, mango, I made 2 centimeters long. Okay, and the last one, choc chip, I made 8 centimeters long. Okay, now I didn't have to use 20 centimeters. I could have used a total length of 10 centimeters if I wanted to. If I made it 10 centimeters, then all I'm going to do is multiply all of these fractions by 10. I'm going to replace all of these with 10. It really depends on what number you want to use, and it's best to be wise about what number you use as well. Okay, because sometimes it might be too big and you won't have enough space on your paper, okay, on your worksheet to actually graph it, so you need to make it smaller. So here's another example. 16 people were surveyed on what their favorite type of movie is. The results are shown in the segmented bar graph below. Transfer the information in the graph to the table next to it. I'm going to get you to pause the video, have a go with this one yourselves and then check your answers. Okay, so welcome back. Let's go through these answers. So action is blue, and we can see here that 5 people like action. Drama is orange, and because this is 7 and this is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, so 2 people like drama. This here is 13, therefore 13 minus 7 is 6, so 6 people like romantic movies. And 16 minus 13 is 3, therefore 3 people like animated movies. And when we add them all together, we should get 16. Okay, so what are our fractions? Our fractions are therefore 5 out of 16, 2 out of 16, 6 out of 16, 3 out of 16, and the total is 16 out of 16, which is 1. Okay, or 100%. So now you might be thinking, how big should my rectangle be? How big should this total length be? Well, because the total is 16, I'm just going to choose 16 centimeters. Okay, that means all I'm going to do is multiply each of these fractions by 16. That makes it nice and easy, because when I transfer this denominator 16 across, 16 divided by 16 is 1, and 5 times 1 is 5. That's nice and easy. That means this will be 2 centimeters. This will be 6 centimeters. And this one will be 3 centimeters. And therefore the total length will be 16 centimeters. So when we add all of these up together, we get 16. Okay. Let's move on to the last part of this video, which is creating a segmented bar graph from a pie chart. So question A, 5 students were asked how many merits they received in total from their teachers last year. The data collected is represented in the pie chart below. Create a segmented bar graph from the information given in the pie chart. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add each of these numbers together to see what I get. Now when I add them together, I get a total of 300. So if I make 1 centimeter equal to 10 merits, then in order to get 300 merits, my entire segmented bar graph needs to be 30 centimeters long. But 30 centimeters is too long. It won't fit on my page. So maybe I'll just halve everything. And instead of using 1 centimeter is equal to 10 merits, I'll make half a centimeter equal to 10 merits. That way, in order to get 300 merits, I only need to use 15 centimeters worth of space on my graph, or on my paper. So all I'm going to do is halve each of these and divide it by 10. So that means if I were to halve 120, I'll get 60. Divide that by 10 and 6. This would be 6 centimeters long. If I do 90 divided by 2 is 45. Divided by 10 is 4.5. So 4.5 centimeters. 50, half of that's 25. Divided by 10 is 2.5. 10, half of that is 5. Divide that by 10 is 0.5. And 30, half of that's 15. Divide that by 10 is 1.5. Okay, and so when we add each of these together, we'll have 6 plus 4.5 plus 2.5 plus 0.5 plus 1.5 is 15. That means the total length of the rectangle will be 15 centimeters, and that's good. That's what I want. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ruler. I'm going to measure out 6 centimeters. Okay, so just imagine that I've ruled out 6 centimeters, and that's Walter. Okay, so that's 6 centimeters long. Then I'll measure out another 4.5 centimeters. Okay, I don't actually have a ruler on me, so just do it yourselves. And that's Andrew. And that's 4.5 centimeters. Daniel is 2.5 centimeters. Okay, so that's 2.5 centimeters. We had Jerry, which is 0.5 centimeters. And we have Jason, who is 1.5 centimeters. Okay, so after you've done that, it's best to put in how many merits they actually did get. So here's 0. I'm just going to put these ones in, 120. 120 plus 90 is 210, because this is the total number of merits, right? 210 plus that 50 is 260. Plus the 10 that Jerry got is 270. Plus the 30 that Jason got is 300. Okay. Last question. Bunnings is wondering if they should continue selling hot dogs to their customers. As a result, they surveyed some of the customers to see whether or not they should sell something else instead. The results are shown in the pie chart below. Create a segmented bar graph from the information given in the pie chart. So what I want you to do is pause the video, have a go with this one yourselves, and when you're ready to continue playing the video, to check your answers, play the video. Okay, so here's my answers. I added all of these numbers, 30, 25, 7, 13, and 20, and got a total of 95. And so I thought, maybe I'll just make 1 centimeter equal to 10 customers. So I'm just going to divide each of these numbers, or customers, by 10. 30 divided by 10 is 3, so I'm going to make that 3 centimeters long. A burger, 25 divided by 10 is 2.5, etc. That way, the total length of my bar graph will be 9.5 centimeters long. Okay, so when I add each of these lengths here, it will add to 9.5 centimeters long. And here's my segmented bar graph. Okay, so that's it for this video.